Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining me for another episode of Back to the World, my brother and my sister's keeper. Hey, I'm Tony. The music that you're listening to, we don't own the rights to. And any comments, questions that you have, hit us in the boxes down below. I came out to smoke a cigar with you guys, but I realized, man, I don't have my lighter. So let me run back upstairs and get it, all right? Peace. Hold on. I'm back, y'all. This is Back to the World. My brother and my sister's keeper. Again, I'm Tony. And the music that you listen to in the background, we don't own the rights to. Ladies and gentlemen, I've had a busy morning. So please bear with me, man. I'm excited to come in. Smoke a cigar. I've had a busy morning. I've been over to the community center. We've been trying to get some things going over there. I had a presentation this morning with some of the community leaders and the personnel and what have you. Let me light my cigar. And while I was speaking with them, man, I thought I was all talked out. You know, I started getting tired, dry in the mouth, everything. But after I got in my vehicle and I was headed back home, man, I had more to say, you know? So I hope many of you guys can come in, tune on. And let's see if we can open this thing up here. I don't know how to forward, reload, save, print, cache, expand. I don't know how to do any of that. That's what I want to do. So we're not going to worry about it. We're going to leave it right as it is. But this morning I talked with the group about the youth. I talked to the youth a little bit about, incarceration, crime, dealing with the police, how to deal with them. And see, just because you are a target, and then you know that you're a target, that doesn't give you the privilege or the authority to act up or become a nut or an idiot, because these people aren't taking no hostages. And they're doing a number on a lot of our young brothers and our middle-aged brothers. You don't see too many older guys that get caught up. Guys my age or what have you. And if you do, then he's all the way to the left or what have you. But most of the younger guys, and what they'll do, they'll start citing law, that they know the law. They know how to deal with certain things in a whole bit. And really, you're just making yourself a bigger target. Because keep in mind, one thing's for sure. A person that has certification at a particular job or field, whether they know more than you or not, they're going to always feel that they're in the right because they have a license to do so. And nothing offends a person more than being certified at that particular field. Here's someone that comes in that doesn't have any sort of record or school backing and show him up. During my incarceration, I pretty much handled all of my legal affairs. Other than my actual trial, everything that was filed to the courts. But I had one thing that was filed to the courts by an attorney, and it was shot down, man, before it even left the launching pad, man. It's like when you're shooting skeets, man. The person shot the skeet while it was still in the machine. The judge just shot it down. So, and by the grace of God, it's through my effort, or my efforts, that I'm here talking to you today. Because these guys feel that they know it all simply because they're certified. But again, I stand to say this. The best jailhouse lawyer is not better than the worst free world lawyer when it comes to entering the courts. Only because that attorney has been trained in procedure. There's so much procedure until you could be locked up almost a lifetime and you'll never learn it. Unless you're serious about becoming an attorney. Other than that, man, it's that bullshit attorney is going to beat you every time. So anyway, this is what I talked to the youth about this morning. I digressed a bit. And I talked to the youth and telling them about keeping a cool head when the police pull you over. See, the crazy thing is, right? Not only must you be taught as a black man, right? Not only must we be taught how to abide by the law, we must be taught how to get arrested as well. And that's a sad state of affairs, man, when you have to carry it that way. And I'm going to tell you what's a trigger for these guys. What's a trigger for them is when you say, I know my rights. You can't do this to me. See, when you recite that to them now, they don't want to hear it. And believe it or not, some of you may disagree. But this is what got the brother George Floyd killed. Not on his behalf. Not so much on his behalf, because he never once told them, y'all can't do this to me. Y'all can't. He never said that. All he said was that I didn't do it. I can't breathe. I get claustrophobic in here. They don't want to listen to any of his medical excuses the whole bit. Because the first thing they assume is that you're bullshitting and you're going to try to get away. Now you got this guy under restraints. And you have about 6 or 7 other officers around. He's not going anywhere. Give him a moment. Allow him to breathe if that's what he say he can't do. It's not going to cost you anything. The air is free. Allow him a moment to breathe. And if he looks like he's bullshitting at that point, you know what? Put him in the back seat of the car. And if he's really claustrophobic, he's going to turn sideways and lie across that seat. But see, people of authority, they don't want no one that doesn't have the quote unquote authority to challenge them. Right? So anyway, we talked about that. Let's see what we have here, man. Maybe I can bring a couple of you guys on. Hey, Sister Rita, how you doing? Good morning to you. Glad you can join us. So, then I talked to them about different things that's going on in the community, and I was asked. I told them about our company, Sonetquity. As you can see, I told them my nice little shoulder pack here, but I told them about Sonetquity and everything and what Sonetquity has to offer. And in our wheelhouse, we are a publishing company first and foremost. We sell books. We are an actual bookstore. So you can go to our website at www.bookshop.org/shop/Sonetquity, and you can purchase books, greeting cards, board games, stuffed animals. You can purchase books for school and curriculum. Now our prices aren't going to be as cheaper or as reasonable. You got to keep in mind, we have a distributor. So if we have a distributor, that means that there's someone that's selling books to us at a cost. Now, if they decide to get into that fray, which they are, there's nowhere in the world we can beat them. We can never beat the supplier. Okay? So don't get frustrated and mad at us and say that we're lying, that we have books. We're not lying that we do have books. We have every book that you would need for the most part. But there are just certain distributors and companies that we just can't deal with. We can't compete with them because we don't have the volume of sales. That's why we're asking you guys to come in and become a part of Sonetquity, so we can increase our sales. And once we increase our sales, we give that savings or that value or that discount back to you, our customer. Okay? So we are a publishing company, number one. We are a book club, meaning that we are a book club, and everyone, and what we do is we somewhat regulate certain things, and we will bring all the different book clubs that's within the system and that are members of our book club. We bring you guys together, and we have you vote, and we hear your voice collectively. And decisions are not necessarily made for everyone, but we have a platform so each book club can state whatever their concerns are, whatever their hopes and their wishes are, and their plans. So we act as a sounding board or the regulator or whatever the situation may be for the book club. Next, we are a network marketing platform. And the name of that platform is Sonetquity Wealth Building Financial Freedom. And how that system works is subscription based, $65 a month. Each member sponsors 5 members, right? We select the book of the month, and our entire population must purchase that book. When they pay their monthly fees, they will receive whatever the book of the month is. And that's great for publishers, for published authors and authors, first-time authors alike. So that's what we are as a publishing company. As a publishing company, we publish books and we distribute them amongst our organization as well. Now, next, we have a real estate company. Our real estate company provides zero down financing if your credit score is at 600, and we are registered in most states, definitely the ones that you're viewing me in right now, unless someone is in South Dakota, North Dakota, Alaska, or even Hawaii. If you're there, man, we're out of the game. We're out of there. But in most of the other states, we are qualified to offer you zero down financing. And we have our website in which you can go and fill out an application, and it will do a soft pull, which will not affect your credit rating or your credit score, whatever the situation may be, but it will let us know that you're qualified to receive the zero down financing, right? And then once you fill out the form, someone will contact you within 24 hours. All right? So that's the real estate side. Okay? And we offer a lot, man. Go to our site, man, at www.caprimortgage.com. That's CAPRIMTG.com. Okay? Next, we have a cash advance program for 4-star and 5-star athletes. Okay? For many of you families out there, or parents or what have you, single parents that have a kid that has excellence in sports or what have you, we have a program that will give them most of the 4 and 5 stars are going to receive possibly NILs, right? But you're not going to necessarily get an advance in it or get it at a particular time when you probably need it. But then just think, out of 79, and this was just the other night, I was talking to a friend, out of 79 AAU superlative athletes, there was only 15 that were 4A and 5A there. Now think about all those other kids that are on the brink of 4A. And then they will possibly go on and excel to 5. All of those kids have access to funding to our company that we represent, and that company is called Nilly, Nilly. So to learn more about Nilly as an investor or as a student athlete, all right, go to our site at www.nilly.us. Okay? All these are the things that we have in our wheelhouse. When we first decided to do this company, we had just about everything that we're talking about on our wheel. Okay? Now, what I had someone to say, man, y'all doing too much, man. Y'all all over the place. Well, it appears that way because, you know, what we're saying is this: we're doing any and everything publishing. All right, I mean, from selling books to publishing books to marketing and distributing books to writing books. You know, but the main program, the main platform is to sustain or supplement our community. All right. Next we have affordable housing, and next we have the cash advancements for athletes. And most of these kids that are in sports that are really good, they're inner city kids. And any parent that knows that has a 3A, 4A, or 5A high school athlete, they are expensive. From their appetite to their clothing to their travel. Well, see, we're all over the place and we're doing so much because so much is required. Our community requires much, much, much more. But we're blessed to be in a position to offer these few things to you. And the mere fact that we can offer these things to you, it's a blessing. So don't look at how much or how many things we have to offer. Just give thanks that we're able to provide these opportunities that we're given. And it's all for our community. Our communities are in dire straits. And I think that there should be many, many, many more that's given. And what would be a perfect situation is that if we can touch every heart of every person that's out there that's struggling and doing badly. Okay? So, you know, I have people on certain platforms that's publishing. They don't understand what it is that we're doing and what we have to offer. And when I come on, I get criticism, and I know it. I get criticism about, you know, our shoddy job at handling our platform. I get criticism at my grammar. I get criticism at the music in the background, or that I'm answering phone calls when it comes up. Well, I don't have a secretary. I don't have a software that's doing this and providing everything for me. I'm doing this pretty much all on my own. Okay? And to be honest with you, if you think we should sharpen up, we need to sharpen up, send a donation. Send a donation to Cash App $Tony43. Cash App $Tony43. And we will polish this pig up. We will polish everything up, man. But in the meantime, we're going to continue doing our job. We're going to continue doing our work of trying to enlighten, sustain, uplift, revitalize, rebuild our community and our community of people. Let's see what one of the brothers are saying here. Good morning, Brother James. Glad you can join us, man. All is well? Okay, let's see. Okay, hopefully the brother comes on. You know, we're a work in progress, man. You know, we're trying our best to uplift our people and uplift our community. But what happens is, so many people are so skeptical. Some are just skeptical by nature. Some are skeptical by cause. I mean, there have been certain people that have just taken advantage of them and done all sorts of dirty things, right? That's not what we're here for. You know, we're not here to take advantage of anyone. What's the brother say? Adding. Okay, hopefully he'll come on. So, you know, we're not trying to take advantage of anyone. All we're trying to do is uplift our people and uplift our community. I mean, if you don't like the way it looks, that's not our fault. That's not our fault. And keep in mind, it's just like I said, if you're hungry, and it's just like it's a plate of food. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you want it served all pretty and neat on the plate with the sides. You want your stemware, your silverware, and the whole bit. Okay, that's good in a perfect situation. But if you're destitute, and if you're struggling, and if you're having hard times, man, you don't care if they mix your vegetables, your appetizers, and your main course. You don't care if they put it all on one plate. You shouldn't anyway, because you know at the end of the day, survival is the key. Brother James Bethel, I tried inviting you. It said adding, man. I don't know what's happening, right? But I'd love to have you on, you know, just to share with you what it is that we have going on. But if you can't come on, man, just text me. Just put it in the comment box and I'll address it. But you know, somebody sent me a message the other day, and I tell you, it was very, very powerful. You know, I'm a man of faith, put it that way. All right, I'm a man of faith, and there's a lot of scriptures that probably apply to me, just as well as there are plenty others that don't. There's some scriptures that I am aware of, but then there are many that I'm not. Right? So I can't say that I'm a man of scripture, but I am a man of faith. And I think that if you write enough, and if you look at many views of different things enough, 9 times out of 10 you'll land where you need to be. Okay? And this brother wrote to me and said that oftentimes people that want to do good and are doing good for the people, they try to bring the people in. Right? He said they try to bring the people into church. And don't get me wrong, we have an idea what a church looks like. A cathedral with the loft ceilings, the Tiffany colored windows, and the crucifix. And we feel that that's the type of place where we need to go and worship. But keep in mind, you know, when you have a message that you're delivering, and see, they call it a minister because if you're delivering the message, you're administering. So, you know, anybody that's administering is a minister. So even what we're doing right now, I'm administering information. Those that are in the audience out there that are gathering, that are out there and we have gathered. So now wherever we are, it becomes a church, whether we have walls or not. I never want to be preachy, but if I have a message that I want to deliver, I would want it received. But what the guy said is that we so often look to bring the people to church, right? He said maybe we should try bringing the church to the people. And I get that. And what that means is delivering the message to them. But ladies and gentlemen, just like in Exodus, man, just like Esau told Moses, you know, you can't do it alone. You can't do it by yourself. You need help. We need help. We need this message to get across. We need it to get out to all our people, what we have to offer. It's like having a wonderful buffet, right? It's enormous. But if no one comes, it was just a waste. It's like a tree falling in the forest. Nobody noticed. Nobody noticed. So we want the people to relish in what we have to offer. We want the people to benefit, right? I'm not everywhere. I'm not omnipotent. We need help. We need our message to get out there. Greetings, Maddie. But Fatumata Diallo, man. Greetings, brothers, sisters, and the like. You know, again, I don't know if you guys have heard, but as I said, we are a publishing company. We publish, we sell books. We have a network marketing system to whereas we have a wealth building program. Each member sponsors 5 members, and you're rewarded, you're compensated in your commissions. And we would suggest that before doing that, just join, man, and buy your monthly book from us. Have your platform, if you're already in a network marketing company, to purchase your books from us. You won't be violating any agreement to whereas there's a competing clause, because we are a book club, and you may be a member of a book club, but you don't have to join us to purchase your books from us. So therefore, you violate no laws written in the terms and conditions of your agreement with any other network marketing company. We suggest that you share with us with all of your other downline members and have them purchase the books from us. And once we get our numbers up, we already have a commitment from major companies on some of the other things that will also become a part of our wheelhouse. So, www.bookshop.org/shop/Sonetquity. That's our bookstore. We sell just about every book that has an IBN number. All right? We sell books. We sell board games. We sell stuffed animals. We sell greeting cards. We're just like Barnes and Nobles, except we're online. Again, as I said, we can't compete with all the different bookstores out there. We can't afford it. But once we build up our numbers, we can bring those savings to you. All right? Number 2, we do publishing. Okay? We do publishing. Our prices aren't as competitive as the prices that are out there. But again, once we build up our platform, we'll be able to offer some competitive prices and what have you. Third, our financial freedom program, which is our wealth building program, where each member sponsors 5 members. There's a subscription fee, right? And you will receive compensation for everyone that you sign up and everyone that they sign up. Go to our website to take a look at our compensation plan, www.sonetquity.com. Sonetquity is the answer. Sonetquity is the solution. Next, we have our real estate company, Capri Mortgage, where we offer zero down financing in various states. When you go to our site and you visit our website, you'll see all the states that we're registered in. And if you qualify with a 600 FICO score, we give you the opportunity to be a first-time homeowner with zero down financing. Okay? Zero down financing. Lastly, for our inner city youth, for our families that have these super athletes, man, regardless of the sport, it's not only football and basketball, but it's also baseball, soccer, or anything else. We offer cash advances. A little young kid just the other day, I want to get in his business, man. Well, it's public record. The little kid, I think his name is Michael Williams. He's a 5-star athlete. He just signed for he just got an advance of $150,000. See, many families can't feed these guys. These guys need nutrition and they need nourishment. And there's that key that says, man, that people say, I remember my mom just said, you guys are going to eat us out of house and home. And that's a proven fact in some families. So we provide all of this for our inner city, for our hood, if you will. A lot of people are talking, but many aren't doing. And you got a lot of these platforms where people are on yachts. They're showing you where they're in the Philippines, they're in Dubai. Don't get me wrong, I would love to take a vacation. But it's like this, man. When I know that there are people that I'm trying to help, and they're starving, they're having a hard time, and starving is a harsh word, but they're having hunger situations, they're having food problems. I don't feel good going places and doing these things and having a great time, and then I'm showing it to the people that are struggling and having a good time. I mean, we got this twisted. Even some of the people who are having hard times that are watching these videos, and you're saying, man, I wish I could go places and do that and live like that, the whole bit. I just think that it's very, 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 it's very distasteful. It's almost like you're thumbing your nose at the people who are struggling and having hard times, and you showing them that you're cruising, you're on a yacht, you're drinking a drink, you know, you got a beautiful suntan, and then you tell them this too can be you, and you're hoping that they can. And listen, if they're having hard times, what you're offering them is not free. So now they have to pay for whatever it is that you're offering them. That's an oxymoron. That's going backwards. You're asking people that don't have anything to give you everything. So I'm in the trenches with you guys. I mean, we're not shining, we're not looking good. I'm not out driving a Bentley. I'm not coming outside with a bunch of jewelry on, draping, and telling you this. No, I'm telling you that if you have a child that's a great athlete, you can get an advancement. You can even make enough money if your credit score is good. You can even get an advance that will give you an opportunity to put down on a home if you don't want zero financing. Or at least if you get the zero financing, through the advancements, you have enough to pay your mortgage. You see? So there's levels and there's strategies to this. We're not just out trying to do you all the fancy shit, man. You know? And I'll tell you one thing that you've never seen. And if you did, you got to dig real deep into the archives. Most billionaires, I'm talking about those who are at least in the top 10%. You hardly ever see any of those guys splurging. You always see pictures of videos of them talking about helping if they're in a foreign country. And we don't know if they're there for trickery or what. But it's the narrative. It's the visual. I've never seen Bill Gates on a yacht. And his partner had 3 and 4 yachts at one time. May he rest in peace. Right? Paul Allen. Right? You see the extravagances of Larry Ellison. Larry Ellison is a multi-billionaire. You just see the properties that he owns around the world a whole bit. You don't see him gallivanting on a yacht the whole bit. His kids are multi-billionaires. All you see is that they have Hollywood studios, right? Elon Musk, you just see him traveling around, going to his different places. He's talking a lot and the whole bit. Zuckerberg, Sergey Brin, the CEO of Apple, Tim, can't think of Tim's last name right now. But anyway, you don't see these people. All of the European, the man that owns all of the luxury companies, Bernard Arnault. I've never seen Bernard Arnault carrying or clutching a Gucci or a Louis Vuitton bag. I've never seen him popping a bottle. The first lady billionaire to reach $100 billion, right? From L'Oreal family. The last name Bentoncourt. I've never seen these people on a yacht. I've never seen them advertising anything like that. But yet we're advertising all this jewelry. Some of us are looking at and holding more jewelry than the king or the queen in their crown. And that's ridiculous, man. That's sad about us. We show all the value. We show all of the shine, all of the publicity. And what happens is you have people twisted in the heads, and you're telling them you could look like this, and you know they can't. They can't. Why don't you just try to help them since you're in a position to do so? And then you will make more money. Cut down on all the shiny advertising and where you're flossing and everything. But you can earn more money by helping them and showing them and giving them an opportunity. But you're asking the very people who need it the most, that has the least, to give you all. That's not right, ladies and gentlemen. These are the things that the brother Tony the Closer and everybody needs to be talking about. Brother, him 500 or whatever the situation, or 500 him, I don't know. Now the brother Wall Street Trapper, I can go along with that, especially you're asking people to invest in small increments. You're talking to people that can put together a few dollars and get to doing this. But a lot of people can't take off and then stop doing. Don't get me wrong, you talk about the one or the two people, they're an anomaly. Everybody is not going to study your $2,000, your $3,000 course, where they're barely making $2,000 or $3,000 a month, right? These people are barely making this money. So they're not going to be able to drop everything and then become a part of your platform. Now for the two and the few that will, that's fine. But everybody's not going to do that. So with your platform with hundreds of thousands of followers, millions of followers, now what I'm asking you is, you don't give me a penny, but join in with me. And let's talk to your 100,000 followers, because all 100,000 of your followers aren't able to afford what you offer, right? And aren't able to quit their menial jobs that's paying their bills to put time aside and do what you're asking or what it requires. What we have is $65. And I'm sure they can raise $65 doing what they're doing. It will be a blessing, and they can. And then once we show them, we will structure them and show them how to build their downline. We're not asking them to spend that money with us initially. We want to show them how to build their downline. And for everybody that builds their downline, you're registered as a member. You, Mr. Influencer, Mrs. Influencer, they will sign up in your downline, and you will be rewarded for them signing in under your ID. So it's a trifecta. Our company makes money for facilitating it. Your company makes money for signing them up. And they earn money. They will have earned $19,525 from their first cycle around their downline. So for $65, you can teach these individuals how to earn $19,525 a month. Now, let me show you what you're doing. You're feeding them now to be able to, so that 100,000 or however many other members that you had, you may only have 5,000 members that's able to afford what you got going on. Well, now you've made it possible for the other 95,000 to be able to afford what you have going on. And they're going to join your program, they're going to join your platform simply because you've given them the opportunity to be able to afford coming to you. So now you're ushering in more funds for yourself. Get with me. We have something for you highfalutin and you high living, high class influencers, and we have something for the everyday man. And then we get to keep a little ourselves. I'm not gonna lie to you. You're gonna say, well, what are you gonna make? Well, see, that's where our problem comes in. We become too concerned of wondering what everyone else makes. If you're truly concerned about what everyone else makes, create something. Create something to whereas you know what they make. That's what we've done here with Sonetquity. That's it for me today, ladies and gentlemen. I didn't get a chance to smoke my cigar as much as I would have liked. But anyway, you guys come on and join us, man. Go to our website, man. Purchase some of our merchandise, the whole bit. I'm more concerned about you guys joining as opposed to purchasing merchandise. So come on board, man. We look forward to having you. All right? Let me see who's on before I go. Brother Ronald Wilkins. Who's Sister Eloise or Eloise Tillis. Say, man, I'm so glad you guys can come on this morning, man. But spread the word, man. Spread the word. You know, like the guy said, you know, any word that's spread, it's the gospel. We can't lie to ourselves, right? I don't like classifying myself as this, but anytime, you know, anytime there's an administration, and what an administration does is administer. So whenever you're delivering the word, which is the gospel, you become a minister. So if I happen to be a minister, man, then it's the minister of solution, man, for us to come together and to be able to help our people. And that's anybody of any color that is suffering right now, that are in dire straits. Okay? All through Sonetquity Publishing Company. Thank you, guys. Glad to have you on board, man. Go out and enjoy your day. It's a hot one out here, y'all. So y'all, peace and blessing. Thank you.